Gets a big old hug from Jurgen Klopp as well, and why not? Hasn't scored today, Mohamed Salah, but has been very much involved in everything good that Liverpool have done. And that change, by the way, was Roque Mesa leaving the field of play for Sam Clucas, who comes into the centre of midfield. Man was relegated with Hull last season. We'll be hoping to avoid that fate of consecutive campaigns, but it'll be a real great escape if this lot are able to do that. Chasing down Emre Can is Clucas. Alexander-Arnold down the line to Oxlade-Chamberlain. Too many names, them two. Just going to call them Alex and Trent. No.
It's not just the fact that they need to escape the relegation zone, is it, Swansea? It's just the manner that they're losing games of football at the moment. Yes, they got that draw against Palace last week, but you watch this game today, and Liverpool haven't got out of first gear. We're not being particularly derogatory about Liverpool. They haven't needed to. Why not conserve your energy if you can be 4-0 up after 70 minutes?
McClarvin down the line to Robertson, who keeps this in on the left. It's into Coutinho, Liverpool captain, jinking around the edge of the penalty area. It's into Lallana, back to Coutinho, challenge in there by Norton, cleared away. It'll be a tough 20 minutes here for Swansea, because this scoreline could easily get away from them from this point.
Yeah, I think the scoreline already is away from them, Tom, but yeah, it could be 5, 6, 7. It doesn't look as though there's any belief whatsoever in that Swansea 11. It doesn't matter who steps out there on the field.
Lallana left to Robertson, into Emre Can. Emre Can square to Coutinho, short to Wijnaldum, back to Emre Can, McClarvin forward to Lallana, into Wijnaldum now, just over the halfway. Liverpool. Can, I'm surprised he's still out there, lets the ball run across his body and loses possession to Clucas. Why is Emre Can still out there? Because we're watching it with our own eyes. He's not fit enough. It's utterly bizarre.
It is. It really is, especially when you're trying to conserve players. Got Champions League football coming up as well. See, the busy Christmas period is well underway as well.
Does that maybe suggest he's leaving in January and they want to keep other players fitter?
Maybe it is. Coutinho's on the field of play still as well. Players of their quality, I would have thought, would be removed. I think you've absolutely hit the nail on the head, Tom, and it just shows you, I guess, the stature of Liverpool Football Club at the moment in European football, that they're going to be losing two of their better players, or could be losing two of their better players in a matter of days.
January transfer window, a chance for salvation, or a chance for the season to be totally derailed, depending on the talent in your squad, in your league position too. Coutinho being dragged to the ground there by Carroll, who was a January signing last year for Swansea, when he made a name for himself in a Swan shirt in this match, the 3-2 victory, but no Llorente to bail out Swansea this time around. Here's Wijnaldum, edge of the area looking for Dominic Solanke, can't get on the end of it, cleared away by Norton. Robertson under a bit of pressure here from Leroy Fer and Tammy Abraham, who I don't think has touched the ball since coming on, but he has found a header back to Klavan, over the top towards Solanke, won by Federico Fernandez. Has he touched the ball?
No, he hasn't. Tammy Abraham's been on the field for a good 4 or 5 minutes now.
Oh, and he got played in there, but he dummied it, so he still hasn't touched it, and Ragnar Klavan steps across.
Yeah, without being too facetious, he dummied it to himself, didn't he? Couldn't get on the end of it.
High ball from Mignolet straight to Alfie Mawson of Swansea. Have you seen much to suggest that he would be a target for teams? There was Bournemouth and West Ham and a couple of others linked with Alfie Mawson, but I'm not seeing much really.
No, not a great deal. I thought that Fernandez and Mawson maybe for the opening 10-15 minutes did alright as a centre-half duo, but they certainly haven't done since then. There have been too many unmarked Liverpool players in the box, and most of it, as we've said, have been from straight runs. It's not as though they've been great darting, angled runs. Straight runs into the box, and Liverpool players have found themselves unmarked. That's all down to the centre-halves.
Wijnaldum has won the ball back from Carroll. It's being played here like we're in the 93rd minute. It's the 72nd. Lallana, good to see him back out there in the centre of the field. Carries the ball forward, then finds a square pass to Wijnaldum. Back to Joel Matip. I wonder whether this quiet Anfield crowd might sneak off here and get a nice bit of Boxing Day telly in. Because
or another couple of pints in the pub.
Yeah,
they've been in there from noon till 5:30 just before kick-off. Grab another couple more after the game.
What a day. What a great Boxing Day. And a 4-0 win so far. Here's Lallana down the left-hand side, running in field. Midway inside the Swansea half, we'll find Robertson. Clips one down the left channel to Coutinho, who controls it just brilliantly, as you'd imagine. And nutmegs Routledge. Then looks in towards Oxlade-Chamberlain, who tries to find a return ball to Coutinho. Hits Federico Fernandez. Oxlade-Chamberlain's picked it up. Bundles his way forward. He's in the area now, Oxlade-Chamberlain. And just trying to do too much against Norton, whose pass out towards Ayew is intercepted by Alexander-Arnold, again showing that desire which saw him score Liverpool's third goal. Lovely skill by Lallana to get away from Norton. He's up after being tripped. It's early into the area. Will it break to Alexander-Arnold? Yes, it will. Ayew's done well to hold him up. On the end line, tries to beat Ayew. Steps across and then runs the ball out of play. That's good defensive work by Ayew, but then trying to do too much. Got to give him praise for getting back there, though, and stopping Alexander-Arnold.
Finally, he's realised that he does need to follow the Liverpool right back. Just as we watch on our monitors the moment before, when he didn't, and Alexander-Arnold nipped in front of him, won the ball, and then smashed the ball into the roof of the net.
Yeah, it really was good. Change here for Liverpool. Andrew Robertson is the next player to be given a little bit of a rest, and he's replaced by James Milner in that left-back role. Also take the captain's armband as well, will James Milner. Coutinho's ball in towards the near post is won by Fer. Routledge then does well to get it away from Lallana. Coutinho is now with him. Routledge still carrying. Done well to get towards the halfway, Wayne Routledge. Challenged by Coutinho. Good tracking back from him. And that's going to be a throw-in on this near side.
If I'm a Swansea fan, I already know that there's not enough quality in this Swansea squad, but what I'd be worried about is the absolute lack of fight. Just too many nice players out there. There hasn't been one nasty tackle, there hasn't been one decent 50-50 challenge from Swansea. They've been almost quite happy to lose this game. There were too many smiles on the bench earlier on when the camera panned to the bench. What are the players, what are the staff got to smile about? Far too many smiles, far too many lacklustre performances as well. Just as we're creeping, the clock just ticks on to 76 minutes. It looks like Swansea are going to have finally won their first corner of the game.
Yeah, low ball in from the right-hand side, intercepted by Ragnar Klavan. It will be a corner to Swansea, which Carroll will go over and take. In swinger with the left boot. You know, he's seeing those deliveries. Does he have quality in the box to turn something home? Ball towards the near post. Routledge couldn't flick on. Cleared away to Coutinho. Wijnaldum's making a run forward. Coutinho's making a bit of a mess of it. Looks towards Solanke. Strong challenge from Norton. Broken to Oxlade-Chamberlain, right to Lallana. Swansea have got plenty of bodies back here, but Lallana's carrying towards the penalty area. Turns away nicely from the challenge and tried to dig out maybe a cross, maybe a shot. Either way, it was overhit and over the top.
Yeah, initially I thought, and you thought as well, Tom, that Coutinho had just delayed far too long on that counter-attack as Liverpool broke from the Swansea corner. He didn't, as it turned out, but then Lallana, a good bit of skill, little Cruyff turn in the box, went to dink it to the back post but chipped it wide.